God bless you, and thanks to all of my listeners around the world for tuning into this wonderful broadcast. This is the Walking as a God TV show, and I am your host, none other than the Doctor of the Apostles, the licensed life coach, Howard AKINS Jr. Listen, before we get into this program, we have a outstanding set for you today. And but before we get into it, I want to say thanks to you guys over here. And I've been getting letters, and thanks Pakistan, and I always call out Nigeria and my friends over there. And we really appreciate you guys. We have people calling and saying, Dr. AKINS, we watch your show all the time. We're so enlightened by the show and the things that you're saying and what you're doing. And guess what? I applaud you all. I thank you. And I really love you all. Continue to watch us and continue to share. Well, let's get into today's program. I have a very important person on this program today. As you know, Harvest Reaper School of Ministry, we've been here for about 6 years now, and we're the only school that has our doctoral degree program. We have our ministers program. Let's see, we have our life coaching program, which is what we're going to talk about today. We have a chaplaincy course, and anything you want, you can come to Harvest Reapers. Hey, just go ahead and go to our website. You can get us at www.harvestrepers.int.com. And go ahead and view that, and give us a call. Let us know what you think about it. And the numbers are there, all the information are there, and we'll be glad to have you in this school wherever you are around the world. We're also looking at Dallas, Texas, and putting up some schools over there. But anyway, I want to take the time out to introduce my wonderful guest today. This is none other than Coach Mona Wimbley. Coach Mona Wimbley is the head coach of our life coaching course for the Harvest Reapers in this National School of Ministry. And I want to say good day to you, Coach Wimbley, and thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, Apostle.
I tell you, I want to let these people know some of the work that you're doing, and I want to say from being the president and the CEO of Harvest Reapers, I'm just privileged, and it's a blessing to be in that position or this position. But I want to let you know, I could not be successful, or the school could not be successful if it were not for you and people like you.
Amen.
When we talk about the staff, we talk about Dr. Davis, we talk about Dr. Annie Temple, the director in Miami, we talk about Elder Clay, we talk about Bistanoff, and we talk about Coach Mona Wimbley. So we want to thank you for that. Let's talk a little bit about life coaching, Coach, because there's some people may be interested in life coaching. They've heard about life coaching. Yes. They've heard that it's a lot of money to be made in life coaching.
Absolutely.
And I just want to say, what is life coaching? If you had to tell somebody what it is so that they can get an understanding of it, exactly what is life coaching?
Okay, Apostle, just to share a little bit with you about life coaching. Life coaching is an opportunity to have someone in your life to actually impact what your goals are. So you may have set a goal to accomplish something that you truly, deep down inside, are passionate about, but you don't know how to arrive to that destination. A life coach holds you accountable. We help you to guide your thoughts, guide your training, guide the process to help you achieve whatever that goal is.
Right. And you know what, Coach? What I found out, because before I became a licensed life coach,
yes.
and I want to say to these people here that are watching us, they're watching us all over the world, yes. That we are a life coach certification school, yes. Which means we actually certify you. We give you your certification and your certificate and the proper training that you would become a licensed life coach. Because here's the difference.
Yes.
I found out that I was coaching just about half of my life. But the difference between a life coach and a licensed life coach is that. You know, some people say, hey, you know, I got the experience, I can teach somebody. But where's your qualifications?
Exactly.
And that's what we do. So
that's what we bring to the table.
That's what we bring to the table. I used to think life coaching was just motivational speaking.
Right. What we do is we bring structure to the program, structure to the foundation, and as you said, it's the certification. Typically in our jobs and in our day-to-day life, we coach all the time, whether it's football, whether it's on your job as a manager. we coach all the time. However, it's that certification piece that makes the difference.
Absolutely. And it makes all the difference in the world. When you come into Harvest Reapers and you get this certification,
Yes.
you can put that certification on the wall, put it in your portfolio, and when people come to you, it shows that you've been through some training.
Yes.
It shows that you're not out there just saying what you are, who you are. You have something to back it up. Coach Mona, it's like a minister that says, "Hey, I'm a minister, but I can't perform a funeral or a wedding because I don't have a license to do it."
Yes.
And so we actually give you the license to do it. What are some of the different types of coaching? And then we're going to get into the coaching that you teach at Harvest Reapers. Because, like I said, I do some coaching at Harvest Reapers, but my coaching is just pretty much motivational.
Mm-hmm.
I can take a person from here, and by the time I'm finished with you, you're here.
Yes.
But that's
Absolutely.
motivational. But I could not get into the areas that you're in. So what are some of the types of coaching that's out there, and what do you bring to Harvest Reaper? What can they expect when they come in and see Coach Mona Wimberly?
Okay, so there are so many different types of coaches. You can be a wellness coach. You can be a small business coach. You can be a success coach. You can be a financial coach. You can just be a life coach. There are so many different things. There's even a relationship coach. Whatever your expertise are,
Mm-hmm.
you can transform those skills into becoming an expert in that field of area.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you an example. For me, I am a branch manager, right? And in my day-to-day job, I do have an opportunity to coach my sales team
Absolutely.
to achieve their goals. However, within an 8-hour time frame, they still have to perform those tasks. But if they were to hire someone like me, a sales coach,
Mm-hmm.
I can structure that and teach them different ways to offer those products. What are your goals? What are your when I'm talking about what are your goals, but also what are the products that you're offering, and let me show you how to achieve those goals.
Yes.
Let's break
yes.
those down. What are some of the questions that you can say to obtain those goals?
Wow.
So that's what I'm talking about, the impact of a life coach versus just coaching on your job.
You know what I just picked up by listening to you? There are two things that you said that would be, I would say, essential keys.
Okay.
And you mentioned goals.
Yes.
And you mentioned product.
Yes.
And so what that's saying to me is you must have some goals
Yes.
to get you to where you're going, and then you must also have something to offer.
Yes.
Whatever product it is. If you don't have any goals and you don't have anything to offer, then what do you really have?
Nothing.
Nothing. And so you can go in and you can deal with this person on a personal level or through a school or what have you, because you do have private sessions, and we're going to get into in a minute what you do with your private coaching, because we want to shine a light on that as well. Because when they come to Harvest Reapers, you're there to make sure that they get the certificate and the certification.
Yeah.
But once they leave, they're still going to probably want to deal with you on a private level so that you can continue to coach them on how to be successful.
Yes.
Yes. And I think, Coach Mona, again, like I said, you're doing a great job with Harvest Reapers. Even we've graduated hundreds.
Yes.
We started a while ago, and we graduated hundreds. And like I said, wonderful job. But as I sit through these sessions, when you're training, because you do the bulk of the training, and again, I like to say to these people and all of the listeners, this is the manager, the head person of the Harvest Reaper School of Ministry, life coaching, no bones about it. And Coach Mona will tell you that I do not get in her way. Anybody, if you're a director with Harvest Reapers, I don't get in your way.
Correct.
You're a life coach director, and that's, I like working with you. I like working with everybody, and the feedback that I'm getting for you all like working with me as well, because I don't get in your way.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
So during your coaching, I'm actually learning from you.
Okay.
I'm learning from you.
Okay.
But now let's talk about in your private coaching, which is your your business coaching.
Mhm.
What do you actually teach in your business coaching, your private coaching?
Okay, so once I graduated from Harvest Reaper's life coaching program, I actually started my own business, Success Strategist, and I am a life coach. I teach money. I'm a money coach and a success coach. And I did that, again, you know how we talked about based upon your expertise?
I don't mean to cut you off,
Sure.
but you said another key word, money.
Money.
So,
Yes.
so you gotta learn how to at least like money.
You have to learn how to like money. Yes. Yes. So because I'm a bank manager, there was two things that I saw that was in need. When I offer people opportunities to make more money, I could not get them past them saying, I don't have enough money to get started. I don't have enough time. So I had to begin to show those same people, let's go back and take a look at your finances.
Okay.
So how much income are you bringing in? You know, as a bank manager, I get an opportunity to see people. So many people are trying to be successful in their business, and sometimes they're struggling to make ends meet here or there. But if they just had someone to help guide their finances and tweak and see where they're blowing money, you know, it could be on fast food, it can be on getting your hair done. Sometimes we make our presentation a priority, but guess what? We have to start looking at building kingdom wealth.
Absolutely. Oh,
So
I like
we need
that.
to shift.
I like that. That really struck a note with me. And what a lot of people don't understand, Coach Mona, is key. The key is to invest in people. And a lot of people try to invest in money, and they wind up getting caught up in different money schemes and quick schemes, and they really don't work. But I found out my niche is if I invest in people and show people how to reach their goals and get to their destiny, then they in turn come back and invest in me.
That's a coach.
Is that a coach? Is that a coach?
That is a coach.
For
Helping
example,
them get to their need, where they want to go.
Well, actually, for example, when you came through the life coaching system, I mean, you already had everything that it took, but for some reason you choose Harvest Reapers. But we had no idea that you were going to come back and work that gift in the school, and which is also causing our school to be more successful than it was because we have something to offer.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you.
You know, so how successful? What are some of your goals, Coach Mona? Where are you trying to really? I mean, the pinnacle of your. If I'm using the right words, I'm sorry if I'm not. It's live TV, but to reach that pinnacle. What do you see? What do you see in your future? What do you see in your life coaching? What's going to make you successful? What's going to make Coach Mona who Coach Mona is going to be?
Well, Apostle, one thing that I would like to do is to help Harvest Reapers go international. So that means going one state at a time, helping to impact lives, training those individuals to become life coaches so that they can better impact their community. Because we have a lot going on, and even through life coaching, the things that are occurring in the world, when we're talking about dealing with, I don't want to go out there saying racism, but there's so many things affecting the communities in which we serve, and if we can help to coach and change those behaviors, we can make a huge impact.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's one of my goals, to be able to expand, and also for my personal business, again, the same thing, to help bring economic change to individuals in the community.
And that's what we need to make a difference. Listen, I want to say this to you people out there. If you have people around you that do not respect what financial success can do for you, then you need to actually move away from those people. There are some people, Coach Mona, that are content with where they are. It's like, listen, I'm getting my rent paid, my mortgage is paid, my car payment is paid, I can go out and get a good meal every now and then, and I'm just fine with that. But I'm here to tell you that there's more to Harvest Reapers. There's more to Coach Howard Akins Jr. than just getting a mortgage paid. I want to be able to make an impact in my communities. I want to make an impact to those people that are around me, and it takes being financial successful to do it, because I got to travel. I got to do it. Travel around the world.
Yes, sir. Yes. So my mission statement is that to impact, inspire, and influence.
Yes.
That's what we're here to do.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, you, and when I say this, I always talk about positive energies.
Yes.
And I talk about negative energies. And this is one of the things that Jesus said as he taught us how to use the laws of the universe, which is the universal laws, and they do work for you.
They do.
They do work. Make no bones about it. It's the first perfect law that God set in motion was the laws of the universe, and he put these energies there. He says, I will have you hot, which is positive energies. I would have you cold, which I can work with you even if you're negative. But if you're not working positive or negative, then you're lukewarm and I can't use you. And so I said that to say this, Coach. You project so much positive energy where you produce show the energies of a billionaire, of a millionaire. And that alone draws success to what you're doing. So I just applaud you again on this show.
Thank you.
I really do.
Thank you.
So what do you say to people that haven't made their mind up about what they want to do? And what do you say to people that it's just totally negative? How would you change their way of thinking, their minds? How would you even...
Me, I'm a person, whether I'm going through or anything like that, you will always see a smile on my face.
Yes.
Give out what you expect to get back, and you never know what that individual is going through. And, sometimes we feel like we can't afford a life coach. But you can't say that until you give it a chance, give it a try. Find one that relates to you. And find one that has your best interest in place that can help you change.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's funny that you said that with the negative energy and different things. Some people have their standards of being, I'm okay where I am. But sometimes it's because they haven't been introduced to something else different.
Oh, my God. You just said a mouthful there. That's all they know.
That's all they know.
All they know is poor. All they know is broke. All they know is lack. All they know is poverty.
Yes.
Because possibly it could be my surrounding of how I grew up. And what happens is when they get outside of that box and they see successful people, they cannot relate to it because all they've been used to is lack.
Right. Exactly.
You understand?
Absolutely.
And so you have to surround yourself with positive people if you want to be positive.
Absolutely.
In other words, if you want to be a mover and shaker, I suggest that you surround yourself with a mover and a shaker.
With where you're going.
Because that's the only way it's going to work, isn't it?
Yes.
And one more thing that you said, that a lot of people think that they cannot afford a life coach. But here's what I would say. Absolutely. You cannot afford not to have a life coach. Coach Mona, how important is it to have a mentor in our lives?
It's very important. Just in the past 4 years, my personal mentor happened to be Dr. Lynn. She has transformed my life, my thinking. Where I have previously had limits, she has taken that bar to a whole nother level. I even had a life coach when it came to relationships. You never know what's causing you to not have those quality things that you know that you deserve, but you don't even know why it's hindering, why you're not receiving it.
Right.
So just shifting your mindset to uncover those different things is so important to have a life coach. You mentioned your life coach, your mentor, Dr. Lynn. Yes.
If it's all right with her, I don't know if it's all right with you. If you want to go ahead and give her a plug, give her a shout out. I mean, it's all right if you want to do that, because apparently she has had a great influence on your life.
She has. At the time, we can have I'm going to call it a mask. I'm going to just be transparent.
Yes.
We can have a mask. We can look so pretty on the outside. And we can have so many wounds and hurt that people, the world, has projected onto us and not even know that we have that. But when you have someone that can see something inside of you as a coach, as a mentor, that can pull those things out of you, that takes you to a whole nother level. And let me tell you, when Dr. Lynn did that for me, she took me to a whole nother level. I would not have been able to join the life coaching and to be able to transform people's life through this process if I had not been processed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what it's all about. Another thing I want to say is, Coach Mona, is people must understand that sometimes people on the outside see more than I can see on the inside. I was just talking with a gentleman, one of my ministers, on the other day, and you know what I said to him, Coach Mona? I said, son, I see greatness in you.
Yes.
And what he said was, I see imperfections in me. I see flaws in me. I see mistakes in me. He says, because these are the things that I see. But I see way beyond that. What he saw is the human side of him.
Yes.
Which is failure. And I look in the mirror and I'm a person that makes a whole lot of mistakes. So guess what I said to this fine minister? I says, why don't you try looking at yourself? And I'm going to say this to you, all of you people are watching all over the world here. I want to make it personal. Listen, I'm going to challenge you. Coach Mona, I'm going to challenge these people right now.
Okay.
I'm going to challenge you from this day on to start looking at yourself from the inside out, and I guarantee you would see perfection. And if you can watch and see yourself from the inside out, you can walk as a better person. And as Jesus said, there is nothing impossible. Coach, we got to start getting these people to start walking nothing impossible.
Nothing impossible.
So you got to tap in the inside. But I'm glad you brought that up, because that's what we do. We get an opportunity. We pull it out, because sometimes a person can be so cluttered. A person can be so been criticized and talked down, and they really feel as though they can't do it.
Yes.
You see, but through our coaching and through your coaching, guess what we say? You can do it.
Yes.
I see greatness in you.
Yes.
Show me how to show you how to pull that out.
How to pull that out.
Here's a question.
Yes.
And I know our time is pretty much getting away from us here. But here's a question. Have you ever ran into a negative client where you had to just give up on that client? Or are there instances like that? Or does that happen in the life of a life coach?
I haven't had that as that particular individual as a client, but as a business partner, I have, because their mindset just hasn't shifted yet. They just wasn't ready to evolve. They didn't know who they were.
They wasn't ready.
They weren't ready. I do financial life coaching, right? And there are some times where, looking at the financial picture, there's no room to pay a life coach. But sometimes you have to do it because you know that it needs to be done.
Absolutely.
So you just need to invest in that person's life, right?
Wow.
So sometimes you have to sow those seeds, as we say.
you got to sow those seeds, because if you sow the right seeds, they're going to come up. Coach Mona, I want to say this so that these people will get an idea of what we're all about, what Harvest Reapers is all about. Harvest Reapers started about 5 years ago.
Okay. Yes.
And what the Lord showed me was something different than what a whole lot of people are doing. And when I started Harvest Reapers, or when the Lord had me to start Harvest Reapers, it was so different where a lot of people could not see the vision. Well, how are you going to start something and you don't have this person in the midst? You don't have that person in the midst. But what the Lord was showing me is Harvest Reapers is about a lot of people.
Yes.
Harvest Reapers is about people that at the time I did not know. So what God did with me and with Harvest Reapers, it's pretty much the same thing he did with Abraham. He says, listen, I want you to go and pack your bags. He says, I want you to get away from the people that you've been around. And so Abraham says to God, where are we going, or where am I going? And he says, I'll let you know when we get there. So we started a journey, did not really completely know who we were going to run into, who we were going to meet, how many people was going to be involved. And right now there is a full staff of people, non-family members.
Yes.
You see, because some people, they start something and it's all family. Listen, sometimes God will move you away from your family. He'll take, he has a people waiting for you. And I want to say this, can you tell us a little bit about where you're possibly getting ready to go? And I'm just going to put out Dallas, Texas.
Okay. Yes. The Lord saw fit, just placed it in my heart that I'm supposed to be in Dallas. And you know me, I'm like, why? Who? What? How am I going to do? You know, I had all these questions. But I'm, you know, learning to trust God and step out on faith that you make that move and your gifts will make room for you.
Oh, wow. Can you say that again? Can you say that? Can you back that up one more time? So, because I think somebody missed that.
Your gifts will make room for you.
When you step out.
When you step out.
You got to get out of your comfort zone.
You got to get out of your comfort zone. God already has everything in order.
Absolutely.
People waiting to support. People waiting. People are there. The resources are there. But sometimes our faith, as you share with us, our faith is not big enough to see. And we can't walk into it. But yes.
Talk about those measures of faith, right?
Measures of faith.
You know, and like some of these people, some of us, you know, hey, your faith level has taken you this far, but the level of faith we have now can't take us to where God is taking us. He wants to take us from little faith to small faith to medium faith to large faith and supersized faith, which is great faith where nothing is impossible.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, I want to say this to you on behalf of the full staff at Harvest Reapers. We're so proud to have you on the team. And also your parents came through the school. As a matter of fact, your father, Bishop John Jenkins, is one of the bishops in the Harvest Reapers churches that we have. And his wife, Pastor Betty Jenkins, is the pastor. And so we never knew the whole family was going to come into Harvest Reapers.
And a minister. I'm a minister.
And you are a minister and working on your doctoral degrees. So we're looking forward for you taking us to Dallas, Texas, and we're looking for some great things over there. But anyway, we've come to another end of our segment. Thank you, Coach Mona, for being a part of it.
Thank you for having me.
You got it anytime. This is Howard Akins Jr., the doctor, the licensed life coach, and the apostle saying, God bless you and have a wonderful, outstanding day.
Have a wonderful day.
Musgrove Music.
Hello, I'm Pastor Shirley Caesar, and you are watching Musgrove Music Gospel Corner.
I'm Bobby Jones, and you're watching Musgrove Music Gospel Corner.
Musgrove Music.
Tune in to Musgrove Music TV every night from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where yours truly and others bring you words of encouragement and enlightenment. Remember Musgrove Music TV from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. God bless you.
Check it out, yo. Musgrove Music Gospel Hour. Check it out, yo. Sunset so straight up. Don't miss it. One love every time. Jesus is still Lord. Yaga yow.
To die on Calvary. Hey, it's your boy Adrian Cunningham here, working on my newest hit single, Lord of My Salvation, down here in Musgrove Music Studio. Look out for it. It's coming out pretty soon. Don't miss it. My sins will drag me down. No one else could understand.